Ladies and gentlemen, I nearly got scammed, and this is what happened. So for those of you guys that actually watch my YouTube channel, I've been searching for a better job for a while now, for a long time, trying to get out of the warehouse industry. It's been driving me nuts, and I want to do something more. I want to do something better. I want to dive into a better career field. Because warehouse, let me tell you something, it's just not it. This is just not the way that someone's supposed to live their life. It's reckless. I'll just leave it at that. Plain and simple. So this has sent me to tons of different job boards where I apply to all these different jobs, local jobs, remote jobs, all kinds of different stuff, things that I feel like that I'd be able to do. And one of the jobs I applied to was for a customer support representative. I'm not going to say the name of the company because this is not on them. This is not their fault. There's someone that is using their information. So I applied for a customer support representative job, someone that answers phone calls and helps out the customers and handles their accounts and sets up scheduling and stuff like that. And I applied to multiple of these jobs, but one finally got back to me. I was so freaking excited when this company got back to me. When I got this email, I'm like, wow, somebody actually wants to freaking hire me. I could finally get a remote position at a job. I could work from home right here in my home. I don't have to go to a warehouse every single day, wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and deal with the cold, the dirt, the dust, lifting heavy stuff, destroying my back. I can erase all of that and just work from home in the comfort and the privacy of my own home where it's warm. And that's not the case, guys. That is not at all what happened. So after they sent me an email, they asked for some information. They've already got my name, my number, my resume. I sent that in. And then they sent another email asking for a little bit more information. Where I live, my name again, my email, stuff like that, my phone number. I sent it to them. Then several days later, thus today, they sent me another email saying, congratulations, you have been selected. I mean, it was a lot more thorough than that. And the email was so, like, realistic. It was so perfect. Like, anybody could have fallen for this scam, is what we're going to call it. Scam. Anybody could have fallen for this. I ain't that stupid. Ain't that dumb. But I almost did really fall for something this serious. Thank God I have a friend that actually is in cybersecurity and was able to spot some things out. They sent me a PDF file where I needed to sign and it agreed to their terms and conditions. You know how jobs are. They have certain things that you just have to agree to. You gotta have HIPAA laws in place. You gotta have privacy laws in place. Just certain things. And it seems so real. I'm like, that's pretty legitimate. I had to agree that I wouldn't talk about, the customers to other people, that I wouldn't post anything on social media. Well, here we are. But anyway, I believed all of this, and then they, with this email, they asked me for my account number. They asked me for a routing number, a checking number, like all this stuff, all this personal stuff they asked for. And it seemed pretty legit. I'm like, well, a company needs that information to, give you direct deposits. They got to pay you. And upon reading all of this, in the email, it says that I'm going to be making $35 an hour. I'm like, there's no way. There's no, $35 an hour. And then I saw a $750 sign-on bonus. I'm like, that is insane. For an account rep job? No way. No way. Not for customer support. But then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, well, the job's based in Florida, so maybe they have higher pay rates out there than I do here in Pennsylvania. Which I'm sure they do, because our minimum wage is still $7.25. It's been the same for freaking 20 years. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I was getting ready to send them that information. I reached out to my friend, and I'm so glad that I did. My friend did some searching. He did some researching. He did some scanning and some things. He looked into some things, Like I said, he's into cybersecurity. That's what he does for a living, so he knows how to spot things out. He really does. He didn't trust the fact that it was a $35 an hour job. He's like, there's no way. He's like, let me look into this for you. And I'm like, all right, man, go ahead. And I was a little bit doubtful. I'm not even going to lie. I'm like, you know what? He's just being ridiculous. He's just being like, a worry rock. He's just worrying about this. This is nothing. I'm going to set up all my information here. I'm going to send this out. I'm going to apply to this job. Luckily, I did not do that yet. So I started typing the email. I copied, paste, and then I started putting all my information in. I had all my information set up, and I didn't send anything yet. But my friend told me, he's like, reach out to the company, call their number, and see if it's legit. So I got the company's number, and I gave them a call. And the receptionist or whomever answered. And I asked her, I've been in the onboarding process of filling out a job application for your company right now for this position. And she's like, no, don't do it. It's fake. That's not us. Somebody's scamming. And my heart fell into my stomach. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, just don't do it. Yeah, and I'm like, oh man. I'm like, all right, thank you. And I wasn't mad at her. I know that sounded like I seemed like I was mad, but I wasn't mad at her. It's not her fault. She works there. Hung up, and I reached out to my friend. I'm like, yep, it is a scam. I almost just got big time scammed. I almost lost everything. That would have sucked. They would have had all my information. So whoever set up the email and whoever did this is using people's identities. They're using people's names, like the people that actually work for that company. They're using all their information. It looks like all the information that you would actually fill out to start your work, like your onboarding process with a company. And maybe it is. Maybe they copied and pasted stuff, and that's what they did to scam people. Thankfully, I did not press send on this email and send them my information, my bank information, my credit score, like all this stuff. Like, that's one thing I questioned. I'm like, why do they want a credit score? That's weird for a job to want something like that. They don't need that stuff. They want to know how good my credit is so they can steal my money. I see it. I see it now. It makes more sense. But yeah, I almost lost probably everything. They almost had all my information. My friend went back in and he did more research and more scouting around, and he said that all my information should be safe. I should be safe. I should be okay, because they did get a little bit of information from me, but nothing too important. Thank God for that. I am so relieved. I'm a little upset because for someone that's been looking for a while for a new job and trying to find something new and a new career path and do more with their life, just to be scammed and shot down like that, it's a horrible feeling. Horrible. But it is what it is, and I'd much rather not have a position like that right now than be scammed and lose everything. Like, that would be even worse, and I don't even know what I'd be doing right now. I'd have to get all my information back. And there's a lot of people like this in the world that just scam others. And if you're one of them, fuck you, scammer. For now, guys, let me just say, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Don't trust scammers. Stay safe out there. The world is crazy. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. My social media links, I'm going to be putting them down below if you want to follow me on my socials, as well as the merch store. Hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. Won't cost you a thing. And as always, guys, stay rad. Stay positive. Peace out. I guess that's it. I don't have anything else for you. I'm sorry.